Okay, we're going to talk about browsers now. The two main browsers we want to use are either Chrome or Firefox. In order to load the icons of those two browsers into our dock, all we need to do is open up Finder, and go to Applications. That is where everything that has been installed on the computer is located. And what we're going to do is scroll beyond the Adobe suite all the way down into an alphanumeric file organization. And we're going to notice that Firefox is under F, Google Chrome is under G. And all you need to do is click once, select it, hold down your mouse, and drag it. And your dock will actually part in order for you to have then room to load the icon. Once you load the icons into your dock, they are then available for you to click on and open. Okay. The next thing we're going to talk about is the bookmark bar. The bookmark bar is something that for some reason is not loaded when you start a computer. That is to say, when you get a computer right out of the factory, or when you certainly start a computer at the outset of any semester, the browsers always load with no bookmark bar. So we're going to talk about how to open them up and how to use them. When you're in Firefox, and you'll know that you're in Firefox because when you select that browser's window, you'll see Firefox shown in your menu, that you just need to go over to the bookmark star and the little clipboard and click on the clipboard. This will then give you an option of bookmark toolbar and view bookmark toolbar. Once we click on that, we'll get this additional kind of gray margin space, and this is what we're going to use in order for us to save links and websites and organize any pages that we want to organize. Similarly, if we click on Chrome, now we're in Chrome, you actually have to go to a slightly different area. You want to come over to the right-hand menu icon, click on it, and go down to Bookmarks. Once you hover over Bookmarks, come over to Show Bookmark Bar. Click on that, and you again will have an additional gray space. Now, what this means is that whenever you are surfing the web or utilizing websites, certainly when working in this particular class, you can save links very easily, and the bookmark bar is there for you to do that with. So if we go to the course website, robinhtmlcss.wordpress.com, the browser launches that website, and now if we want to save this link, which I actually recommend you doing, all you need to do is come over to that little icon, the little lock icon, click once on it with your mouse and hold it, then drag it to your bookmark bar. Now, if we, for example, want to go to another class and want to load the week 1 class that gives us the outline and the calendar, we can do the same. We are now on a different page, that is to say different web page. Come over here, click on that lock, bring it over, and let go. Now you can toggle back and forth. These are effectively little linked buttons that bring you to anywhere you want to go. If for whatever reason you want to save the demos link, you can do that. It is the case this is located on a different server, so what we're going to do is just come over to this page, click once on it, drag it over, and locate it onto that bookmark bar. Now, we can do this and continue doing this, and this whole gray area will fill up, but what you can do now is actually manage your links so that it's a bit tidier in the bookmark bar. So what we're going to do is right-click on that gray area, and what we're going to do is add a folder. When you get that prompt, all you need to do is title it. So we're going to say this is Web 1 and add. we now have a folder available to us, which we can now click once, drag each link into this folder. What you have to do is click once, kind of let it register, and then have it sort of hover, and now we're good to go. So we now have all 3 links located within this handy little folder. Same thing is available to Firefox. We can right-click, add a folder, and then again, we'll call this Web 1, Chrome, add. And then again, we would just go to Robin, HTML, css.wordpress.com, go there, and we just drag these pages into, let's see, into this folder now, okay? All right, so last but not least, what we're going to do is talk about tabs. Each browser organizes web pages by tabs. That's sort of the tab. They call them tabs because they kind of look like the tab of a manila folder. So the web has sort of followed the old administrative office kind of look when managing pages. Now each tab has a particular page loaded, and you can see the URL of that page located here. Now, you can move these tabs, okay, and you can add a tab. Each of the 2 browsers, they have slightly different iconography, but each will give you the opportunity to add a fresh tab, which will allow you to go anywhere you want. And once loaded, again, you can do whatever you'd like, grab it, drag it to your bookmark bar, all that good stuff. Now, it's not uncommon to actually have a bunch of tabs open because you've been to a lot of different places. If you notice, each of the tabs carry an X, which allows you to basically close that tab. And rather than sitting there closing them very, very individually, you can actually do a couple of things. One is you can actually right-click on any of these tabs and close that tab. You can close all the other tabs, or you can close the tabs to the right. So let's talk about that. So here we are. We have a couple of loaded pages, and we're happy with these 3, but we want to get rid of all these guys to the right. The reason why that's an option is that new tabs always load on the right. So we're going to click on this particular tab and give the direction to close all tabs to the right. Right-click, close tabs to the right, and now they're gone. Now, if we want to just keep this page open and get rid of everything, you just right-click on it, close other tabs, and now this is the only tab that's open, and you can start working again. Okay? Same thing happens with Firefox. You can add a tab, yada yada, and then you can right-click, open up. You want to land on the page first, then right-click, and you can close tabs to the right. Okay, so we'll be working with browsers both in terms of accessing the course website, which is the HTML CSS website. You'll also be using browsers to edit with, and we'll go through that during class as well as for homework. You can go ahead and find the next video about how to set up your editing station, which includes a browser, and enjoy.